The dream of the Titanic. In the early 1900s, the Titanic was the crown jewel of the White Star Line, a British shipping company. Designed to be the largest and most luxurious ocean liner of its time, the Titanic measured over 882 feet long and was deemed unsinkable due to its advanced engineering and watertight compartments. It was a symbol of human achievement and progress, embodying the optimism of the Edwardian era. The voyage begins. On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail from Southampton, England, on its maiden voyage to New York City. On board were over 2,200 passengers and crew, ranging from wealthy elites in opulent first-class cabins to immigrants seeking a new life in steerage. Among them were notable figures such as industrialist John Jacob Astor IV and Molly Brown, later known as the unsinkable Molly Brown. The ship made stops in Cherbourg, France, and Queenstown, now Cove, Ireland, before heading into the Atlantic. The fatal collision. On the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic was traveling at high speed through an area known to have icebergs. Despite receiving multiple warnings from nearby ships, the crew pressed on, confident in the Titanic's capabilities. At 11:40 p.m., a lookout spotted an iceberg directly ahead. The crew attempted to steer around it, but the ship scraped its side, causing a series of ruptures below the waterline. The iceberg punctured 5 of the ship's 16 watertight compartments, exceeding the 4-compartment limit the ship could withstand. Water began pouring in, sealing the ship's fate. The sinking as panic spread, it became clear that there weren't enough lifeboats for everyone. The Titanic carried only 20 lifeboats, enough for about half of those on board, due to outdated safety regulations. The women and children first policy was enforced, leading to emotional farewells and acts of heroism. Many lifeboats were launched partially filled, leaving hundreds behind. By 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, the Titanic broke apart and sank beneath the icy waters of the Atlantic. Over 1,500 people perished, either trapped on board or succumbing to hypothermia in the freezing water. The aftermath. The nearby ship, RMS Carpathia, arrived hours later, rescuing around 700 survivors from lifeboats. The tragedy shocked the world and led to significant changes in maritime safety. The International Ice Patrol was established, and lifeboat requirements were updated to ensure sufficient capacity for all passengers. Legacy. The Titanic remains a symbol of human ambition and fallibility. Its wreck was discovered in 1985, lying over 12,000 feet below the surface, sparking renewed interest and research. Films, books, and exhibitions have preserved its story, serving as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring quest for progress.